That something keeps us going.
And you can't make it through the night if you don't have some kind of light that's showing up. Anyone in there?
Ozone Fluid Net, the hairdresser's hairspray in the pink and gray can.
Look, I don't know who you are or how you got into my house, but you take your coffee and leave, okay?
Harvey, want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
You seem to have everything, Mrs. Clark. Ever think you had bad breath, too?
No, but you do. Nice thing
Hi,
about
everybody.
these pizza rolls.
It's Monday, March 8th. It's already March, y'all. It is already March. You guys realize that? I
feel
obviously knew
uneasy
it was
about
March,
your
but I
bathroom.
just now the brain thing hit me and said it's March. We are 25% of the way, not quite, almost 25% of the way through.
With marmalades and tea.
I don't know. Weird. Hey, Bob. Quick hi bye. What? Bob. No quick hi byes. You have to stay here all night long. Come on, man. It's only 9 o'clock out there. Maniac. Hello. I think you're technically second. I'm seeing Bob's before you, but pretty damn close, Maniac. And hi. What's going on? Welcome. Steph getting up at 3:30 does win. But then again, if Bob works at 5, what time does Bob wake up? Like, are you waking up at 3:30 or are you at work at 3:30? We could go on. Hi, Ethereal. Welcome aboard. All the stuff. Just about ready to turn my camera on. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hello, hi, hello. Hey, hi, hello. How's everyone doing today? How's your weekend? How have things been going? Tell me about your day. Tell me about your weekend, about your week. How's the family? How are the pets and the peoples in your lives? I mean, you know, stuff. Hello, Dark. You started getting calls at 3:30 a.m., but you don't work until 5? Man, aren't you glad you did the doctor thing? Huh? Man, come on. Work starts at 5. Dark is purple. It's different. You know, I think that most people in work settings don't understand personal space. Let's be honest. I can't tell you how many times I would work on the weekends when I was working a legit job instead of just being dad. Guys, I'm gonna have to get a job. Oh no. Not that being a dad isn't a full-time gig. This is a full-time job as it is, you know. Taking care of the kiddo for however many hours a day I'm taking care of the kiddo. But we tag. Wife and I tag since she works at home. So we have a tag team going on. So that's cool. Hey, Steph, you watched Wandavision all the way through. We have so many things to talk about Wandavision. So many things. Well, here's the question. Do we have a lot to talk about WandaVision? Or did we see everything we needed to see? Yes, there were post-credit scenes, but did those post-credit scenes really do anything crazy? I don't think it did anything crazy. Good on you, Dark. Have that colorblind setting set. Look at you. Look at you being awesome. Oh, how did your movie trivia? You're good at movie trivia, Dark. How'd you do in the trivia? And you bought Legos? That's a good day. I can't wait for Caden to get actually good at Legos. He can put the squares together, and now he just makes these big long things, but that's all he really does. I would agree, Steph. I don't think it was it didn't have a ton of deep cuts. You could kind of get what was going on without having a massive, deep knowledge of the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the comic universe. Made it to the final round but lost. But you made it to the final round. By God. I once made it to the final round of a retro video game tournament. It was all Atari 2600 games. I made it to the finals, and then I lost. Oh, Ethereal. We totally got trolled. And actually, Paul Bettany admitted it as such. He basically came out and said, yeah, I was just joking, and then the internet heard the joke and just kind of took it, and then, what do you do at that point? It's out in the world. So, yeah, I just thought it was an innocent joke. So, it was an accidental troll, from my understanding. I don't think Paul Bettany actually meant to troll that hard, but it did. Yeah, I think I lost on Yar's Revenge. Yeah. You know, it was a simple storyline. I think that what I really liked about it was, even though it was a simple storyline, I'll use your words there, simple storyline. I think it addressed things that we don't see a lot of in superhero shows or, you know, any type of genre stuff. And I really like it because that was able to reach a new audience, to talk to people about concepts of grief and loss and what all of that means. You know, a lot of those topics are going to be covered in shows that are, you know, they're aimed to a certain demographic. Whereas when you think Marvel, that's a different demographic, and they don't actually see a lot of discussion about grief and loss and these emotions that you're dealing with. So I like the fact that they took a simple storyline in a genre and addressed something really meaningful in a really sensitive and well done way. I thought they did a really good job of it. Really freaking good job. Right. Oh, Paul Bettany. You wacky Paul Bettany, you. What is love if not... Wait, what is grief? Fuck it, I screwed it up. No, I don't even care. Screwed it up. Nah, not even going to finish it. Not even going to finish it. Steph, I think that they're going to deal a little more with that in the Doctor Strange movie in 2022. I think that's when it's coming out, 2022. What is grief but love persevering? Yes. I actually read something about that. They were talking about that line, And the writers were going over that line, and the original line is, what is grief if not love surviving? And they didn't like it. It didn't hit. It didn't actually work for them. And the head writer's assistant, they eventually came up and she suggested the line persevering. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's the line. That is a Vision line that nails it. So freaking good. There was some legitimately good writing in here. Maybe I questioned a few things here and there, but there were some moments of sheer freaking brilliance. I even love that line at the end. And by the way, if you have not seen WandaVision, spoilers, I can't wait forever. We're going to talk about it now. So, la if you need to. But we're going to talk about some WandaVision right now. I could even change the channel here. We're talking WandaVision. That other line, it's like right before the end, when the hex was closing in and she was saying goodbye to Vision, again, the third time she has watched Vision die, people. The third time. I've watched a loved one die once. That's plenty. Jesus Christ. 3 times. Okay. They have this line, this little conversation. We've said goodbye before. It only makes sense we'll say hello again. I mean, come on. That is freaking genius writing. There are so many screenwriters that were watching this show, and every once in a while a line would come on, and these writers are sitting at home going like, fuck. Because you work a long time to come up with something impactful as a writer, and to have them hit it multiple times in one season of a series, holy shit, my God, freaking ridiculous. Hey, that's Homie. What's up, Homie, on YouTube? Homie Knight's here. Life's up. I don't know. The usual stuff. Living in a pandemic stuff. We did a huge splurge we can't afford to do, but we did it. Because Caden is turning 2 in almost exactly a month. And he loves being outside. We don't have a huge amount of outside stuff for him to do. We've got a sandbox, but that only keeps him going for so long. So we invested in a little playhouse, and we're going to modify it a little, put a slide on it and stuff like that. Can't afford it. I'm not working, man. It's all my wife. And we had to replace the air conditioner this year. So can't afford it, but we're going to do it. We're going to get a little home equity loan or something, get something like that. So, DJ announced nominations. WandaVision got nominated for miniseries. Should definitely be nominated for miniseries. It was really well done. And I also love, let's be honest about WandaVision real quick, the care and love that they put into the homages to old TV. I mean, that stuff's spot on. From the sets to the type of humor, the way it's shot, aspect ratio, obviously. That's the most obvious one, the aspect ratio. Just really well done. I mean, this is a real love letter to TV. God, there's so much about this show, guys. It's a superhero show that's a love letter to TV dealing with issues of grief and loss. What? And it worked. And what's amazing to me is that the pandemic caused the scheduling to flip around. Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first Marvel show on Disney Plus, but because of the pandemic scheduling wise, WandaVision ended up getting shifted around and being the first one out. What a spectacular way to introduce Marvel Universe to the small screen, if you will. I think that was a very happy accident. I have no idea what Falcon Winter Soldier is going to be like. I'm sure it will be fine. Is it going to be as good as WandaVision? I don't know. It seems more straightforward. I think WandaVision, starting off with this, has done a really good job capturing new eyes. Falcon and Winter Soldier just seems like adventure. Hey, it's a MCU show on the small screen. WandaVision is a really emotionally charged TV drama with people with superpowers. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, Pale Vision. Nice. Yeah. I'm alive at work right now. I got some free time to watch. What did I miss? Talking about WandaVision. Yes. We've been talking a lot about WandaVision, a lot of theories. Most of them, yeah, the Bewitched thing was nice stuff. Most of the theories were, it didn't happen. You know. Marvel greater than DC. I enjoy Marvel more than DC. I'm not going to say that they're greater. I just enjoy them more. Now, having said that, there have been plenty of DC shows that I've liked. I enjoy, I was going to say The Heroes of Awesome. Duh. Legends of Tomorrow. I enjoy Legends of Tomorrow. I liked Arrow for the first, 5 seasons. 4 or 5 seasons. I don't know. And then it got a little, I was like, come on, guys. There are some decent stuff within DC, but I just like, I don't know. Marvel just feels more human to me, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I don't know. Secret Circle, powered people drama? Wait, I don't understand, Ethereal. Is there a show called Secret Circle I should know? If so, I'm sorry. If not, I've missed the joke and I suck at that. I miss a lot of jokes, Ooh. I actually, when WandaVision ended, since we have Disney Plus, I got obsessed and I decided that I would go back and I would watch X-Men Evolution. Because X-Men were my favorite when I was a kid. I loved the X-Men. That was just the best. X-Men and Spider-Man. The best. And it's sad that they've never had a really good... I don't want to say that because Days of Future Past was good. But they haven't had a consistent high-quality story. I keep giving them chances, and I really hope that Marvel does something with them before I die. Because, come on, man. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I need to see me a good Kitty Pryde. You know what? Elliot Page, excuse me. Elliot Page is a good Kitty Pryde. But not used a lot. We need to see, I kind of think they're going to need to do like an X-Men Evolution thing where they just start over. I don't know how this is going to work. Secret Circle, older and canceled. I need to look it up. Is it available on streaming so I can see it somewhere on streaming? Logan is the best. The Logan movie, by the way, for not being part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, quote unquote, is part of the because they were still with Sony. Was it Sony or Fox? I don't remember. Whoever it was, I think Fox had them at that time. That was basically Old Man Logan. That was so freaking good, y'all. That was like the best X-Men movie, but it only focused on Logan. It was Fox. Thank you, Dark. Yeah, and I mean, favorite superhero. I love Kitty Pryde, y'all. Love Kitty Pryde. I used to love Jean Grey. Don't love Jean Grey as much. But Kitty Pryde, she's the best. Actually, I kind of love Magic as well. Kitty Pryde, Magic, I'm into them. They're awesome. Let me get back up here. So yeah, I really hope that they do something. Now, speaking of Magic, did anybody watch the New Mutants, the movie that took forever to come out? Steph, lovely chatting with you. Thank you so much for coming in, stopping by and saying hello. Thank you so much. I wouldn't say that you're old. I would say that you have a schedule that requires bedtime to be at 8 p.m. I could not, well, I don't know. If I kept waking up that early, I might eventually start shifting my biological clock. That's not the right word. What's the clock I need? Fuck. What's the clock that tells you when you go to sleep? Help me out here. I don't know. Anyways, if I was waking up that early, maybe eventually I could go to sleep. But I can't go to sleep before like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is still the earliest I go to sleep. I got to sleep around midnight the other night. But like last night I was up until like 2. Can't help it. My brain does not turn off. Miss you too, Steph. We'll say hello to Caden for you. Oh, let's see. Hey, Khalid, how's it going? First hero I remember ever seeing and liking was Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man was great. watching the animated Spider-Man in the mornings, man, it was awesome. I have never played a Spider-Man video game because it's never been on a platform that I've had. I've been primarily PC. I had an Xbox for a while, like the original Xbox, but I never played any Spider-Man because it was all Sony, I believe, at the time. So I never got to play a Spider-Man video game, even though the latest ones look really good. I don't know. Homie, love the X-Men game with Juggernaut smashing people. I can remember those X-Men games. Those were fun. Internal clock. We'll call it an internal clock. There's another word for it, but I guess we'll call it internal clock. Thermic Whisper. Hello. Welcome back, Thermic. Circadian Rhythm. Agamemnon. Back. Dropping the knowledge just when I needed it. Your timing could not be better. Timing could not be better. Circadian. Yeah. Well, that's the one I was looking. I could reset that so I could do it. And hi, Agamemnon. Welcome back. I wish I give you bonus points. You get bonus points for that. It means nothing. It's like the $1 million thing on Wheel of Fortune. You can get it, but you're not going to win $1 million. You're just not. Oh, Khalid doing well. That's wonderful to hear. Anytime someone tells me they're doing well right now, I just am like, awesome. Because most of the time when I ask someone how they're doing right now, they're like, oh God, it's been a year. I just want to be outside. I'm like that too. But I mean, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So, cheers to you for being well. I'm going to drink my brewed cacao. I am drinking brewed cacao. Anyone ever tried that? It's just like you make it just like you make coffee, except it's cacao. So it's like chocolate water. It sounds gross when I say it like that. When I say chocolate water, it sounds gross. It's not gross. I put some oat milk in there. It's like a little hot chocolate thing. It's really good. Spider-Man 2 was on Xbox. Did I miss that then? I freaking missed that? Son of a bitch. Oh well. Oh well, whatever. Someday I'll play a Spider-Man game. I'm sure they've got a PC version out now. I think the latest one is PC. Pretty sure. I'm making stuff up again. I'll look it up. It's a shame streamers can't dish out channel points, and you could use them for comedic purposes with no actual reward. I mean, technically, I do have loyalty points. Like, the fact that you're in the chat watching right now, you're accumulating kittens, which are the currency for this channel. So I could, with a cute little command, just be like, Agamemnon, 1,000 kittens. I got to remember the command. I haven't done it because I literally just started streaming again 3 weeks ago, and it had been a year ago when the pandemic hit, and I shut everything down for a while. PS4 and 5 only, Dark? Damn it. That's not on right now? Yeah, they are. I turned on the loyalty stuff. Mostly on 360 PS4. May have Troy PC. I have a relatively new PC. It's kind of beefy. It's got a nice graphics card in there because I wanted to use it for video editing, and then the pandemic hit and I stopped editing videos. I'm glad I spent all that money. So I still do mostly PC, although my wife bought me a Switch for Christmas, so we've been playing some Switch. We just finished Breath of the Wild, just started Hollow Knight. I am not good at platformers, y'all. Hollow Knight is frustrating the hell out of me. It's a beautiful game. It's clearly well done. Frustrates the hell out of me getting through those bosses. Just want to say that. Hey, there it is. See, you have 14 kittens. Yeah, no. I turned off Twitch points because I wanted them to be awarded for people that were following on YouTube as well. And I'm pretty sure that the Streamlab points will work for people that are watching on YouTube as well. So I shut down the Twitch points and just have the Streamlabs points. Ethereal, it's a Metroid type game. Basically, you're just jumping. It's 2D scroller back and forth, up and down, where you're jumping on platforms. and stuff like that. And if you miss platform, you fall into a hot boiling lava or something and you die. Very frustrating for me. I am good at fine movements with my mouse, but these big ass thumbs, whenever I'm trying to do something really like gentle, it's like, and I just fall off the freaking map and die. Or I press a button and it doesn't do what I want to. I don't know. I need to remember the command to give more kittens. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. I'm going to look up command. Like Jumpman or Mario or Metroid. Yeah. And this one in particular is hard. Because there's like no lesson in how to do anything. And here's something. Okay. Video game talk real quick. In Hollow Knight, there's apparently a skill you need. And that is you jump up, swing down with your blade, and that will bounce you off of spikes. A little bit of distance. That skill is apparently something you have to have if you're going to get the best stuff in the game. Like there are chests hidden behind spikes and stuff like that. I can't fucking do it, y'all. I've tried so many times. I have died so many times. I cannot freaking do it, and it's making me mad. I feel like I get wanting to put like a skill behind certain things. Like you have to have a certain skill if you want to do it. Unless that detracts from the enjoyment of the game. So that was frustrating. I'm getting over it. I think that there may be multiple ways to get to places that have been blocked off. I'm not sure. But don't do that. If you're a video game guy, I mean, make it tough for me to get something. But don't make it purely reliant on me having the correct combination of twitch muscle movements. So that I can get this fine thing to hit this tiny little arc of working. I hate it. I hate it. All right, let me look up how to add points here real quick. Let's go on this page. Boo 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 doo doo boo boo doo. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's not the right. It's not the right one. Loyalty points commands. Let's look at that one. That's right. It's CloudBot. That's what's doing all the fancy stuff now. CloudBot. Oh. Playlist. Oh man, you're totally right. Totally right. Let's see if I can do this. Oh god damn it. Try that. Did I misspell it? Mim. Oh, Agamemnon. Shoot. I think I did it. Yay! So now if you check your points, I can fuck. Aggie. I'm struggling today, y'all. I was killing I wasn't killing weeds. I was chopping down all the dead plants in the backyard this weekend, and today has been partially bagging them. So with the freeze that happened last month, it's been just dead stuff outside. Just a lot of dead stuff. And that, of course, means that I have to cut it all down, dig it up, get stuff to replant. Oh, man, dude. Home ownership sucks. No, it doesn't. It's actually pretty cool. It's fine. I mean, we've got a house. We've got space between us and the neighbors. So I'm not going to complain. But, yeah. Hi, Angela. I maybe did that because I've been tripping over my tongue all day. Agamemnon. Yeah. But hi, Angela. Welcome aboard. How was your stream today? On the International Day of Women. Congratulations. It's the International Day of Women. Okay, let's see. Go back and read some of the chat stuff. 2D side-scroller game played years ago. You could hyper-accelerate, hyperspeed cell effect. Oh, God. I have no idea. I have no idea. Man, it's amazing how nicknames have changed. Like, I don't even really have a nickname anymore. There was this thing a few years back, being in, like, creating series and stuff. There was a movement to not go by usernames because that would dilute your personal brand in trying to get out there to create film. So I went through this thing where I changed all of my usernames to just me. I am Mark Gardner. That is who I am. Therefore, that is my tag pretty much everywhere I go. Except for here, which is Weirdlings, which is kind of the brand of the stuff that I've been doing. It's kind of like the parent brand for all my content over the past several years. Anyways, my first username, like back in the day, it was Scruffy. I don't remember how or why, but it was Scruffy. Like, I was the first Scruffy. There weren't any numbers after it. It was just Scruffy. I have no idea. Aggie is like an old lady's name. I love you say that because of the university down here in Texas, Texas A&M. They're the Aggies, bunch of old ladies. Ha! Take that. Of course, they're not in our conference anymore. They're in the Southeastern Conference. So why do I even care? I don't. I've never really cared about Texas A&M, if I'm being honest. I eventually ended up changing my username from Scruffy. It eventually became Markle because I was a volleyball coach, and one of my players would call me Markle because I sparkle. So it kind of stuck. And then I eventually ended up changing everything. You'll still see, well, I don't know if you will see around there. You'll see some Markles out there with my name attached every once in a while. You had nothing to do with the Scarlet Witch. Right. Sure you didn't. Sure you didn't. That's what Agatha said the entire time too, until the end. And then she was revealed, and it was you all along, Agamemnon. It was Agamemnon all along. That's wrong. I do sparkle, don't I? I don't know about that. I'm a little more jaded than I was when I was coaching volleyball. Am I? Yeah, I am. Ooh, I don't know. That's interesting. Roland from Poland, a new follower. Thank you for following Roland from Poland. How's life in Poland treating you? Or are you just from Poland? Are you in Poland or are you from Poland? Those are not mutually exclusive. You can be both simultaneously. You're in Poland. Welcome aboard. God, it's late over there, isn't it? Well, of course it's late over there. It's got to be, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? 9 hours? How big of a difference do we have here? I don't know. I'm going to guess that it's going to be 4 or 5 in the morning over there. 3:30. All right. So what is that? That is going to be 7 hours. So you're 7 hours up. Oh, man. Are you a night owl or are you a early morning guy? Person? Exactly, Agamemnon. I also do. We don't have to do it right now, but I really want to know if anyone in here has watched the show on Netflix, Warrior Nun, because I have questions. I have so many questions. I finished it. I was watching it off and on. And then last night, the reason I went to bed late last night, which again, it's not late for me. It's when I normally go to bed. It was like 2. I started watching and ended up just accidentally finishing it. There were 4 episodes left, and I just accidentally watched all 4. There might have been 5. I don't know. I finished the show. And I want to hear what other people think. The voice of... Oh, yeah, that's right. The voice of Snake helped to make it. That's right. They were a writer on the show. Or they wrote some of it. I know they wrote a couple of episodes on it. For a minute, it took me a minute, Thermic, but I looked up stuff on there. Homie Night with a super chat. What is that? That's a super chat from Homie Night. Thanks for that, homie. Oops, hold on. It was Agatha all night long. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Holy shit, that's not a small donation. That's an awesome donation, homie. Thank you so much. Homie, thank you so much for that. You have no idea how much that means. Seriously. Wonderful seeing you again. Wonderful just kind of being around and seeing people that I haven't seen in a year because of the streaming drought I took. So thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for being awesome as always, homie. Best. Yeah, Agamemnon. I stream on 3 platforms. I stream Twitch, YouTube, and also my personal Facebook. I was going to do it on my Facebook page, but I wanted to try it on my personal Facebook for a while. I couldn't tell you why, but I did. So that's right. It's on my personal Facebook now. Eventually, I will switch that over to like one of the pages that I manage. I honestly couldn't decide if I wanted to do it on the RPG page that I manage or just the kind of like geek creative content page that I manage. I don't know. Thermic. Warrior Nun was an interesting concept, but that ending is one of the things I want to talk about. Like, I really wish... I want the creator... What's... I can't remember their name. I don't know. The showrunner, creator of the show. I really want to have them just stop in and say hello. And I want to know if they wrote the ending before or after they knew they had a season 2 buy. And even if they did know they had a season 2 buy, really? Really? Ethereal. Warrior Nun is not animated, but it is loosely based off of a manga. So there is a Warrior Nun manga, and this is apparently loosely based off of that. I've never read the manga, never done anything like that, but that's the story behind it. The short version is that there is a order within the Catholic Church called the Order of the Cruciform Sword, who are tasked with fighting demons in the world. And there's one person in particular, the Warrior Nun, who's kind of the leader. And they are the leader because they have an angel's halo embedded in their back. And whenever a Warrior Nun dies, they rip the halo out and put it in somebody else. Literally rip the halo out and put it in somebody else. So that's the concept. The interesting thing to me about the show... Here, hold on. Should we... Let me just see. Hold on a second. Because I've got a tweet associated with this too. Boom. Here we go. Warrior Nun. I'm just going to start talking about it. Because I have questions. And again, I hope other people have seen it. Thermic, it sounds like you've seen it, but I'm curious about a lot of things. And it's tough because I don't want to have too many spoilers, but I don't know how to have the conversation without having spoilers. But I will say this. Warrior Nun, for a show, way more nun than I expected. A lot less warrior. I expected a lot of warrior, a little bit of nun, a lot of nun, a little bit of warrior. So a little flip there. Now, having said that, when I say that there's a lot of nun, a little bit of warrior, I don't know where this show stands in terms of religion. And now we're potentially getting into some deep conversations here about religion and things like that. I looked briefly around for a little bit of a commentary on the show, and without reading too far into articles, there were a lot of Catholic groups that said it was blasphemous kind of thing. It's like, okay, so you're not happy with it. Others that weren't Catholic said that it was a hidden gem on Netflix, which, you know what? I can't... How do I say this? Because I really want the creator to come in here, so I don't want them to just pop in. They're not going to pop in. It's not happening, but still. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. I'll meander back into something else here. The lack of the warrior part and the nun part, don't really know how it's casting religion. Early on in the show, I wasn't sure I was going to watch it. I watched a couple of episodes and I'm like, this pacing's a little bit slow. The thing is, I've watched other series where I've had the same feeling and I just stopped, but I kept watching Warrior Nun. There was something about it that kept pulling me back in. So I can't say that I didn't enjoy the show. I did clearly enjoy the show. And I will say, the ending of the finale, Thermic, you were talking about the ending of that, and I'm not going to give anything away right now. The ending of the finale, I don't understand. I will say I thought the finale overall was really well crafted and really well written, with a lot of cool payoffs from little things that were sprinkled in the previous 9 episodes. Just little things like Michael glowing around Ava because of the divinium in his blood. That ended up paying off in the finale. So yeah. Simon Barry, thank you, Agamemnon. That was his name, yes. I didn't know they also made Continuum, which is very interesting because I have a friend in Dallas, a filmmaker, who made a web series called Continuum that came out almost at the exact same time. I think his came out right before the Continuum everyone knows about. But there's a Continuum on YouTube. I think it's still on YouTube. I don't think he's taken it down. That is different from the Continuum that everyone knows. Yeah, Thermic, I think the misdirects, I like to see things coming. I think I'm relatively good at that, and I did not see the misdirects until that finale. I think they did a really, really good job of twisting in a way that didn't make me say, like, you just pulled that out of your ass. No, you did a good job with it. You did a really good job with it. But that ending... Look, I will just say to everyone in here right now, the ending, I'm not going to give anything away. It literally ended in the middle of a fight. What? You're going to end a thing in the absolute middle of a fight? I don't get it. Thermic, I agree. Because my understanding was, here's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. If any of you are in here and you wanna watch Warrior Nun, I'm going to talk about some stuff that may be spoilerific, but I'm just going to apologize because I need to hear what Thermic says about this. Because I have questions. So, we know that Divinium was the way that, what was his name? I don't know, the guy's name, could kind of keep tabs on things and learn about things. It was kind of like an extension of his senses. which is how he could communicate with Michael and give Michael the drawings and the formulas that his mom would need to create the Ark, right? La la la, says Ethereal. Yes. My guess, and what I thought when they were having the conversation at the end, was that, you know, he's almost got the power he needs, was that the Ark was going to be a portal, if you will, to get them out of their cage. If that's the case, then Michael is somewhere buried in a bunch of rubble. But then I don't know. And Davidium is basically melted down. What do you call them? Holy crap. Tarrasques. Thank you. Melted down Tarrasques. Man. So Davidium is basically melted down Tarrasques. So if the Tarrasques are hunting the Halo Bear, they're originally hunting him because they want the Halo back, which means they stole the Halo from the Tarrasques. So did the Halo come from hell? Is that hell? Or did he just take advantage of the early Christian mythologies of the time and spin them around to their own advantage? Does that make sense? I'm not sure I'm expressing this well. I think the potential of the movie is higher than low written, I think. There's a Warrior Nun movie? Khalid, did I miss that? Let me see that. Is there a Warrior Nun movie? Let's just do a quick search here. Boop, boop, boop. I don't see a movie. Are you saying that they should make it into a movie instead of a series? Which I don't know. I am a big fan of movies. I'm a huge fan of scripted serial entertainment, TV. They're basically like one long movie. You can have a lot more happen as long as you have the budget to maintain it. That's one of the nice things about movies is you take the entire budget for a TV series and squish it into 2 hours. You can make some pretty spectacular things happen. But when you spread that budget out, your spectacular thing per episode decreases a lot. Is it safe yet? I guess. I don't know. Does anyone else have anything they want to say? You think the Ark went to a different place? So no, not quite yet. Not quite yet, Ethereal. Give me a couple minutes. Once I switch off this screen and go back to the full screen with me, then you'll know it's safe to talk about life and stuff like that. You can do that. So did the Ark go to where Lilith went? And how did Lilith get back? And is Lilith part Tarrasque? I have so many questions. I have so many fucking questions. Which I guess is good because it's going to make me want to watch season 2. But I want them to speed it up a little bit. I love slow pacing. I think slow pacing can be amazing for building characters. So I will sit there and I will clearly I watched the Warrior Nun even with the relatively slow pacing they have. So I dig it. I'm into it. I just think they really need to increase it a little bit more than that. It'd be really nice if you could just do a little bit more than that. I'm just saying. And also, I want to know... Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Theory. Halo thieves from another place, went to hell, stole Halo, ended up in our world, did his BS, made art, go back to his OG place. That seems legit. So he stole it from heaven, went to hell, which the implication from this is that heaven and hell are really just different dimensions. Not necessarily a continuation of our existence within this dimension, but a dimension separate from this one. Maybe there's some connection to them they haven't discussed yet or not. Which is a whole other thing about the show. Like, what is the show's stance on religion? Early on, I really kind of felt that this was... It felt like they were starting to lean into a thing where they were going to be a very proselytizing show. I'm having a lot of trouble talking. I apologize. And as the show went on, that didn't happen. And it became a lot more nebulous. And I did read something from the creator that was talking about their perspective of what religion was. And they didn't want to make a clear-cut statement. They wanted people to be able to come to their own conclusions, which I dig. I dig that. TV show series is a little part of a movie. Same because it's earning long written series. And movie is a small written finished budget, not say you. I'm assuming there's more to that one. Anyway, I was talking about the religion aspect and what the stance of religion was. It ended up not being something that was really trying to promote a Catholic faith, as it was just saying, here is the Catholic faith. You can decide whether you think it's good or bad. And it's interesting because they put that within a world where the characters will just readily say, is like, yeah, there's heaven and hell, there's a God. Go. So it's interesting. So if religious groups are not happy with Warrior Nun, how long will it last? GF showed me on YouTube, nothing sacred. Nothing sacred. I'm trying to think of that movie. Got canceled due to religious outcry. I don't... Let me actually look at that. I want to see... TV series. Aired from 97 to 98. Well, okay, first of all, that was 97 to 98, so we're looking at 20 years ago. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm not sure that I think that religious outcry is going to be the thing that kills a TV show right now. Especially when it's something that is broadcast on Netflix that is not geo-locked, as you will. Like, in the late 90s, they're going to show a TV show on NBC, and maybe it'll hit cable. Cool. But there's a lot more domestic pressure for it to succeed, whereas that's not necessarily the case in Warrior Nun. Maybe it doesn't perform well here, but it can perform well somewhere else that has kind of a different perspective. I don't think that the religious aspect of that is really going to have much of an effect when you're looking at such a diversified viewer base. I'm saying that with no knowledge. None. This is just the way I feel about this. So I don't know. I don't think that it's really going to have that much. And honestly, it's one particular, it's the Catholic faith. It's not necessarily Protestants or anything like that. So I think the fact that it's primarily focused on the Catholic faith is going to be another way of diluting the criticism against it. Like, if it portrayed, like when I was growing up, y'all, I grew up in Texas, and I grew up, when I was super young, I was in a really, conservative church. Clearly that didn't stick. But, you know, you would call the Baptists or whatever the faith was, they would call them Catholics. And the Catholics would just like mock the Baptists. And there's this kind of this rivalry between those faiths. I think if there's a show that is like dissing the Catholic faith in some way, whether that's actually the case or whether it's just a perception of it, I'm not sure that Protestants would be like on their side and be like, oh, don't say anything bad about our Catholics. They'd be like, yeah, those Catholics, crazy Catholics. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like the twist. Hey, here's all the bad guy flags religion-wise, and turns out, yeah, that was there were a lot of really good twists in there, y'all. I would suggest, even if you've never watched it and you've heard this conversation, I would suggest you watch it and just see what you think of it. And I would like to hear what you think. I have a lot of thoughts, and the thing about me sometimes streaming, when I get in these rants that I have, I can write well. I will say that if you want to look at things that I can do, I believe that I am a good writer. Whether it's screenwriting or prose or whatever, I'm a good writer. And if I'm going to sit down and have a written essay about my feelings about Warrior Nun, I'll be able to just edit the shit out of that, and it's going to be, oh yeah, that's your point. I see what you're doing. When I'm rambling, I'm like, and then space squirrels came down. How do space squirrels relate to the Catholic faith, and whether Catholics are the reason evil's in the world? I don't know. Which, that was another interesting topic they had in there. It was very interesting to hear them have that discussion. Not really a discussion, they barely touched on it. Basically, is it the fault of the Catholic Church that evil exists in the world? Like, did they allow evil to continue to exist in the world so that they could maintain power? That was interesting. And of course, it's a fictional thing, so whatever. But it was an interesting point. I'm really kind of curious how that goes across. And as I was saying before, I hope Warrior Nun in the second season has a little more warrior. I want to see Ava do something. Ava, now let me clarify this. I am very critical of characters that are not active and they don't take actions. They just let things happen to them. It's really easy to sit back and say Ava just lets things happen to her, but that's not the case as far as I'm concerned. Ava takes actions. They're just not heroic action. And I think that that's very interesting to look at. Do I wish that she maybe had started that turn a little earlier in the season? Yes. So she is very active. She is making decisions. She's making choices. She's not purely being affected by the world around her, even though that has been a very significant thing. She was dead, y'all. That happens in the very first episode, in the first minute. You're not getting anything spoiled. She was dead. What I want to see more from Ava is more actual action. How many times were we about to see Ava like get into this big, massive fight with a bad guy and something just happens and she doesn't? The halo glows. Maybe she blows somebody away, but there's no actual fight. Now, Beatrice, on the other hand, kicks ass and I love her. Good on you, Beatrice. By the way, there are a couple of people that you should pay attention to in this. The first one is the star of the show. That is Alba Baptista. Follow her on Instagram. I think she does a really good job. She's a little... and I think the entire show has definitely got the Buffy vibe to it. And that's not... Even with all the news with Whedon and everything out, that's not a diss. I think that there are some amazing things about the style of show that Buffy is, because it's done so much for so many people. So it's not a diss. But there's a lot of Buffy in this. Even a little more angsty Buffy at times. Oh, by the way, the whole... Hold on, let me take this off. Man, that whole storyline with JC needed to end early. I just want to throw that out there. Anyways, Alba Baptista. Interesting. Apparently, she was most known for Portuguese telenovelas before this. So, yeah. They did a worldwide casting call, and she was chosen, and she does a good job. I like her. But going to the other person I was talking about was Beatrice, who, if that's not a love interest, I know that Beatrice is a nun. I know. But come on. I ship it. Ava and Beatrice needs to happen, y'all. Christina Santeri Young. She's a Finnish actress. You can follow her on Twitter at Santeri Young. Instagram, Christina_Santeri Young. Follow them. I think they both did a really, really good job in the show. I really like their chemistry together. It took the entire freaking season to get there for the last couple of episodes. But once it hits, you're like, hey, these two, I dig it. And it would be a very... How are they going to handle that? A potential relationship with a nun and the warrior nun who's not a Catholic? Who's also a female? If that's not obvious enough? I don't know. It's the show won me over the last episode after all that time because of the way they pulled everything together at the end. I'm just so mad at the way it ended. So I want to see what happens next with Warrior Nun. Watch it. Let me know what you think of it. And we'll continue on with all that. But I think I've had enough talk about Warrior Nun. I don't know. There's a lot of deep things to talk about in there. I just don't know. I don't know where to start. I could write an essay, but I don't have time to write an essay because I'm taking care of a baby. He's not a baby. He's almost 2. He is almost 2 years old. How did that happen, guys? How did that happen? I made some peanut butter and Triscuits because I need some food. You know, I've always wondered. Like, I feel there's a missed opportunity because there's so many streamers that are out here just chugging Monster and just eating crap. I feel like there's a real opportunity for healthy foods to be popping in here and be like, hey, you need that energy? Try something healthy instead. Instead of the Monster, why don't you try brewed cacao? Less caffeine, more theobromine to give you that natural high without getting wired. If any brewed cacao companies want to sponsor me, I would be willing to trade some sponsorship time. Creo Brew, maybe? Just saying. I'll be right back. Hold on a second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this on mute.
You seem to have everything, Mrs. Clark. Ever think you had bad breath, too?
No, but you do. Nice thing about these pizza rolls.
You can feel uneasy about your bathroom.
They go so well with marmalades and tea.
Introducing the Sloppy Joe, a brand new dance.
Don't wash out body, Pam. Cream in body.
You know what I mean.
No. I don't like it. Yes, it's fantastic.
I like the idea of plastic.
Introducing new Aerowax with 50% more plastic.
Still got one cracker left. I'm gonna finish that. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Alright. Thanks for chilling. I need to eat a little cracker. Peanut butter and Triscuit. A healthy snack. I'm also at a standing desk. Also healthy. Alright. Best one season canceled TV shows. I'm going to agree Firefly. Firefly literally changed my life. So I have to agree Firefly. It is the reason I quit my job. Well, technically the movie, Serenity, is the reason I quit my job. I gave up my degree. I had a master's degree I was working in and I gave it all up. Which is why I'm now unemployed and making no money. Haha. Bastards. I'm also going to say My So-Called Life. I'm shocked that was only one season. Such a good freaking show. Such a good freaking show. And look at the cast. No one knew at the time that Jared Leto and Claire Danes would become who they are. But holy crap. So yeah, My So-Called Life, Firefly are the two top of my head kind of things. I'd have to do some research on some other ones. I don't know Borealis. I'm not familiar with that one. What's with the Fox business model? Super conservative propaganda, then super liberal streaming TV shows and cancel most in F1 season. Yeah. Although they're not related. Like Fox News is a completely different division. Their TV and their news stuff, totally different stuff. So it's not like there's any continuity with that. It's not like Fox is going to create super conservative programming. Although they do have that Tim Allen show, I think, don't they? Last Man Standing. I think. I don't know. I don't watch the show. I just know it exists. I know that Tim Allen took his little Neanderthal guy thing a little too far. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there were some other ones that I was watching recently. But it was 2 seasons. Like, I was really enjoying Cloak and Dagger, but it was a 2-season show. Is Last Man Standing ending? I can't say I care. I've never watched it. I have no desire to watch it. My time is way too limited to spend on anything that I don't enjoy. So yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that one at all. Tim Allen is a snitch and a narc. I don't know what that means, Thermic. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know the context of that. I don't follow Tim Allen's career very much. Call me crazy. How many of their own shows talk bad about them? You're right, Dark. They're just... Don't get me started. Well, the whole thing... Here's the thing, too. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Fox News, one of their executives just said that they are going to be the loyal opposition to the party. You can't be an impartial news organization and say that you're going to be an opposition force. those are mutually exclusive. You can report negative things about current administrations. That's the job of news. You also have to report positive things about the current administration. That's the other part of the news. You have to be honest. You have to tell the truth. If your statement is that we as a network will be in opposition to the administration, you can no longer call yourself news. You're Fox Opinion. And I believe they're going to end up getting in a lot of trouble because of it. I mean, they've already got how many lawsuits because of the election and the lies that they were spreading about it? I have to think that'll continue. I don't know. Tim Allen got arrested for possession. Was this when he was on Home Improvement? Or was this before he was like big star? That makes sense, because I would think if that happened while he was on Home Improvement, that would have been something I would have heard about, because even I watched Home Improvement. Even though that whole thing got really old. By the time, eventually... I hate the portrayal of all men as Neanderthals. It kind of pisses me off. We're not all Neanderthals. We can do multiple things. I may know how to use a hammer, and I may know how to grow roses. That is okay. Way before Home Improvement. Way before Home Improvement. That would make sense. I can't imagine that ABC would have let him stay on Home Improvement with that kind of thing. I mean, saying that. I mean, I guess if he got off, because if he made the deal, there's nothing on his record. That's part of the deal. We don't charge you if you give us the people that are supplying you. That's the way law enforcement works. You're a small fish. Give me the big fish. All right, I'm a little fish. Because reality is, if I'm a little fish, why am I going to ruin my life when the guy that's just making a shit ton of money can just keep doing it? I'll rat him out. I would be a snitch and a narc if I was doing that. First of all, I wouldn't be smuggling. But that's just me. I don't know. His mugshot's still on the net. Wilson was a redeeming male character. Wilson was like a good male character. Which I'm curious if there's a analog on Last Man Standing. My guess is no, because it is such a... it's a show that's a very conservative... I don't know. Conservatives really seem to like the show. So I'm assuming that there's not a Wilson analog, but I don't know. You're going to make me look up Tim Allen mugshot, aren't you? All right, here we go. Oh man, that is a mustache. Wow. That is a fancy porn star mustache he's got there. Here, let me actually... We're on channel 4. Yeah, there we go. That is some porn star mustache. Impressive. Impressive. All right, anyways. Last Man was a book by Mary Shelley. Last Man was a book... Well, now you guys are making me look up all sorts of stuff. I'm into that. Last Man, Mary Shelley. You know what? I honestly never expected to see this description. The Last Man is an apocalyptic dystopian science fiction novel by Mary Shelley, first published in 1826. I want to know all about this now. Late 21st century, Pandemic. Well, isn't that prescient? Huh. First piece of dystopian fiction published. Interesting. But they made a movie out of it. Mary Shelley movie. Alright, let's see who's in here. Santiago Craig, don't know them. Leo Garcia, not a cast that I'm aware of. Don't even see a rank. Oh, it's got a very bad rating on IMDb, but we're not going to get into that. Frankenstein Chronicles. Was that the that wasn't. Oh, no. I did not see that. There was a series on YouTube, Frankenstein MD. I think that's what I was thinking of. But I did not see the Frankenstein Chronicles. Good? Something to watch? Sean Bean's in it. BBC production. Let's see, where is this? Where can I find this? Frankenstein Chronicles. Netflix. It's on Netflix. Yeah, the movie apparently on IMDb was not very good. It had 3.3 rating on there. So, yeah. So how many? One season? I only see one season listed on Netflix. I don't know if they've got another one on the BBC and it just hasn't made it this way yet. He'll get killed off, no doubt. Right, exactly. He got better. It is Frankenstein after all. I'll have to check it out. Although I am bound and determined to get all the way through the X-Men Evolution animated series. Because I never actually watched it. I always saw like bits and pieces of it, but I never actually watched it. So, I don't know. That's next on my radar right now. Between that and Hollow Knight. We still do that. We'll play a video game every night or so. So we gotta get through that. Although, I'm really close to just going to get Pokemon. Because, you know, I never played Pokemon, and I think it would be a better couple enjoyment. Wife sitting there watching me play, I feel like that would be a little more interactive than what I've got with Hollow Knight, because she's just watching me jump off cliffs, basically, most of the time. And then get frustrated when I meet a boss that I can't figure out how to fight, and I don't know if I'm just missing a skill or if I'm just not good. It's probably because I'm not good, let's be honest. I'm very clear on the fact that I'm not good at platformers. But I like to think that I'm missing something. Who knows? Alright, but I will look at Frankenstein Chronicles because it could be interesting. Sean Bean, I like Sean Bean. I think he's good. Qui-Gon. How the hell are you? Qui-Gon? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying this out. I actually want to sit down. I have a desk that goes up and down. And sitting sucks, so I usually stand. But I'm getting tired of standing up. I walked a long way. I took Caden for a walk in the wagon, and he just wanted to keep going. I was like, which way do you want to go? That way or that way? And he always pointed farther away from the house. I'm like, God damn it. Let's go, kid. Let's do this. So yeah, I'm carrying around a 30-pound kid in a wagon for a mile or so. Super fun. Sean Bean was great as 006. It's true. Well, thanks for stopping by, Qui-Gon. Appreciate it. Always wonderful to see you stop by and chat and all that. What's the stream that you're moderating? If I may ask. Feel free to promote a little bit. I do need to get permits for links, but let us know who you're moderating. I like to promote other people. Hopefully they're good. I mean, Qui-Gon, you're not going to, lead me down the wrong way to promote somebody that's like a trashy streamer or anything like that. So, I trust you. I have trust. I have faith in you. Qui-Gon, you just reminded me about Star Trek and how much I miss that stream. Boy, I wish I could stream that. That Conrad Zimmerman, who's also friends with Jim Sterling. Conrad Zimmerman. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I think you told me that before, Qui-Gon.
We do things.
Oh, what? No, get out of here. Get out of here. Boop. So let's see, what's the command over here? I keep doing that. Zimmerman. I think that's the right one. I don't think it's the right one. Guys, seriously, I've forgotten all the commands. Dark's way better at this than I am. Oh, yeah. Oh, is Newt going on tonight? Oh, shit. How much longer do they have going on? Do. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Yada da da da. Yada da da da. I'm looking for stuff. Yeah, I thought there was another command within CloudBot, though. I need to get that out. So when I was starting up the streaming again, I was going through, and I think that there were 5 bots that were moderating a channel in Discord, and they all were doing the same things. Some things were doing... I couldn't keep... So I just canceled them all and was starting from scratch with just one bot on everything. So I'll try a shout out. That Conrad Zimmerman. Bam. We'll see. Got from the break. Yeah, I know, Qui-Gon. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, I was having a Zoom call with Shannon and Mike as well. We were chatting about their RPG and what they were working on and things we were doing. There's got to be. Where is that? If I need to make a new command, I can always make a new command. Let me look in here. I'll just get into my official list of commands. Log in. Twitch. I'm already logged in. Why are you being difficult? CloudBot. CloudBot. Commands. Default. Here we go. Media share, loyalty, boop, 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 boop. There's heists, there's polls, miscellaneous, gamble, 8-ball slots, duel, loyalty store. Well, I just don't see it in there. It looks like I'm going to have to generate another command. Qui-Gon, I can imagine. Third shift, oof. That's a rough time slot. And then you're moderating for 819. Oof. I'm meaning to watch Nuked. But obviously I can't now because I'm streaming. Good on you, Qui-Gon. Paying rent is always a good thing. I remember that wonderful feeling I had whenever I paid rent. Actually, I had my rent like auto debit on like the first every month. Back when I was renting before marriage life and home ownership and all that. So I did that. But I really need to watch Nuke. You guys check out 819 Entertainment. If you're into RPGs, I know a lot of you found this channel through RPG shows, but if you're into RPGs, check out 819 Entertainment. They're doing a ton of RPG stuff, and they're wanting to do even more. And they've got a lot of great people involved. Shannon McCormick has done a lot of great stuff. You know, he's been involved with Rooster Teeth forever. Mike Alonso did a lot of great stuff in the TV world back in the day, and also in the online version of that. Can you link to the Discord? Sure. Permit Qui-Gon Bowers. There you go. Dark, you're all over it, man. I should have known you'd be all over it, Dark. But yeah, check them out. See what you can do. Give them some support. We actually talked about that a little because they were doing RPG stuff, and they started doing stuff like a year ago. A little over a year ago. I think that we were still doing this Star Trek stream when they started up with some of their stuff with Nuked, I think. Yeah. Anyways, one of our reasons we were talking about the fact that we were both trying to make RPG stuff right here in Austin and whether we should work together. And, you know, we talked about it. We're still trying to see if there's something. But I don't know. We'll see. You're running the chat currently? Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we might be winding down. So in a minute, we'll do a quick raid over there. But before I do that, I always tell you people to follow. The people I'm going to tell you right now don't need my help. The past few, you could argue they've been like medium level creators. Bigger than 90% of the people out there. But these people have millions of followers. They don't need my help. But I do want to say something about them just because they're doing great stuff. And you guys know that I spend way too much time on TikTok. I love it. I think there's some really creative stuff. What I really like is how old school YouTube creators have started to modify their content for TikTok. And the best person doing that right now is one of my favorite people in the world. That's Hank Green. That's not... Where's Hank? Come on. Am I on the wrong channel? Oh, I am on the wrong channel. That's Hank's channel. There we go. For those of you who don't know, Hank Green's part of the Vlog Brothers. Does Don't Forget to Be Awesome, Nerd Fighteria. Created a ton of shows. Was the producer on Frankenstein MD. Also helped create Lizzie Bennett Diaries. Just an amazing guy and a great creator. Follow him on TikTok because he has fully embraced the platform, and his ability to create engaging TikToks is great. And there's so much freaking knowledge. So much freaking knowledge. Like, people ask questions and he'll just answer the question. Like somebody said, how come they call things sea mammals, but they don't call people land fish? And he's like, people are land fish. People are land fish. It's interesting stuff. He is doing a great job. In case you didn't know, that is Hank Green. You should absolutely follow him. Let me see, what channel am I on this one? Yeah, here we go. Hank Green 1. I guess there was another Hank Green, but Hank Green 1 on TikTok. Follow him. Well worth your time. Spend some time on it. Really good stuff. Really good guy. And again, he's one of the good people in the world. Like, purely good people. purely good people. His other show that has been doing some amazing stuff is SciShow. That's not the one. There we go. SciShow. SciShow is something that was also created by Hank. He's one of the hosts on it. They originally have a YouTube channel. They still have the YouTube channel, but they have started making scientific content for TikTok as well. Great stuff. It's really, really, if you like science, and I like science, you should follow SciShow. And if you like just cool content, follow Hank Green. Ethereal, you like, yeah, Hank is great. Hank and John are both great. Back when I worked VidCon, I knew them, a little bit. They would not remember me now because it's been years. But Hank and John, as I knew them and worked with them back in the day, sincerely, two of the greatest people I've met. Just wonderful people. Please support them. If you want good quality content, follow their stuff, follow everything they do, and support it. That is my advice to you. They don't need my help. Did you look at that numbers? Look at those numbers. What does Hank have? He's got 3.8 million followers right now. Yeah, he doesn't need my help. But if you're not following him on TikTok, you're not seeing the best stuff he's doing right now. So go do that. Qui-Gon, it's true. I think good people are becoming harder and harder to find. Oh, by the way, SciShow on TikTok as well. In case you missed the link, SciShow on TikTok. But I'll agree with you. Good people are pretty hard to find nowadays. So support them when you can. And Hank and John Green are two of the best. They sincerely are. Like, if I could create content 1/10 as good as Hank Green, I would consider myself a success. 1/10 as good as what he's doing. But he's just really good at it. I'm going to call it a night, guys. It's been an hour and a half. We had a little conversation. Thanks for hanging out. Let's do a raid over on 819, huh? Let's do this. 819. Are you going to type it in or should I? I'll get it, Dark. It is 819 Entertainment, right? Yeah, that's what it is. We'll just do a raid with our 8 viewers over there and just see how everybody's doing. But for all of you, thanks for hanging out tonight. As always, it's great chatting and just talking with everybody. Let me know what you want to talk about. Hit me up on Twitter and let me know what you want to talk about. It's Mark Gardner ATX. Oh, wait. It's the Mark Gardner. Sorry. That's the one. Yeah. The Mark Gardner. Hit me up on there if there's something you want to talk about on Mondays. If there's a show you want to talk about, if there's a game you want to talk about, anything you want to do. I may or may not listen to you, but I'll at least get it and I'll see it and I'll think about it. But I want it to be like an interactive thing. I don't want to just sit here and be like, hey guys, this is something I like. Well, I kind of want to do that because that's what this is in the first place. But you know what I mean. I want you involved too. Shoot me messages. The Mark Gardner on Twitter. If you find me anywhere else, I'm on Instagram, Mark Gardner, anything like that. All right, so let's see if we can get a raid rolling here. That's funny. It's a raid. See you later, Ethereal. Why are we not getting the raid thing working? Man, I got to get my commands figured out, y'all. I thought I had that figured out. Oh, I used the wrong one. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was doing the... Here we go. Well, I put it in there, but I didn't want to take it for some reason. See you later, Qui-Gon. Thanks for stopping in. Why is the raid not working? Raid 819 Entertainment. Oh, all right. All right, I'm getting out of here, y'all. We will see you later. Yeah, but go spend some time with 819. Say hello to everybody over on Nuked. And I'll stop by for a minute as well and say hello before I dial in stuff.